Let's talk about something we've all probably wondered about. Why is it that some people who know everything about money still end up broke? Well, it turns out there are two critical and very different parts to financial success. It's not just about what you know, it's about intelligence versus behavior.
You know the type, right? That person who can explain compound interest like it's second nature, who follows the markets, who knows every single investing acronym. But their bank account just doesn't reflect any of it. It's this crazy paradox, and it gets right to the heart of what we're going to break down today. And here's the absolute key to it all. Financial well-being isn't just about knowledge, and it isn't just about habits either. No, it's the powerful combination of what you know, that's your financial intelligence, and what you actually do, your financial behavior. So let's dive in and start with the what you know part. Okay, so think of the what you know part like this. It's the architectural blueprint for building your entire financial future. You know, it's the plan, it's the map, it's the strategy, all rolled into one. So what exactly is financial intelligence? Well, it's really the whole package. It's all the knowledge, all the understanding, and the brain power you need to make sense of the financial world. This is the intellectual, strategic side of your money. It's the thinking part. And this intelligence isn't just one thing. It's a mix of a few crucial skills. You've got conceptual understanding, just knowing how money and markets even work. Then there's analytical skill, the ability to actually read the numbers and figure out a return on investment. You also need strategic thinking for the big picture stuff, like your retirement plan. And of course, all this comes from learning the fundamentals, like compounding and asset allocation. This whole thing, it's basically your financial toolkit. But you know, a blueprint is just a piece of paper without a construction crew, right? And that brings us to the second equally important pillar, the build. This is the action part, what you actually do with all that knowledge. And this is exactly where financial behavior comes into play. We're talking about your actions, your habits, and maybe most importantly, your psychological state when you're dealing with money. This is the doing part of the whole equation. So what does that doing actually look like in the real world? Well, it's the execution and discipline to actually stick to a budget. It's about handling those powerful psychological factors, like the fear you feel when the market drops, or the greed when it's soaring. It's about the sheer power of consistency in your small daily decisions. And it's about habit formation, like setting up automatic savings so you don't even have to think about it. This is you putting that blueprint into action, brick by brick, day after day.
Okay, so we've got the blueprint, that's our intelligence. And we've got the build, that's our behavior. Now let's look at the core conflict. Let's see what happens when you've got one of these without the other.
And this is where it all becomes so clear. On one side, you have the brilliant planner but poor executor. This person has sky-high financial intelligence, right? They can probably build a complex financial model in their sleep. But they fail because their behavior is a mess. They're constantly overspending and dipping into savings. The blueprint is perfect, but the construction site is a disaster. Then on the other side, you have the disciplined saver but poor investor. Their behavior is fantastic. They save diligently every single month. But their financial intelligence is low, so all that hard-saved money just sits in a savings account, getting eaten away by inflation. The builder's working hard, but they're using a flawed plan. And that brings us right back to this core idea. Financial intelligence is the blueprint, and financial behavior is the construction process. It's as simple as that. You just can't have a successful project with only one.
So, if having just one of these leads to failure or, at best, mediocre results, then what's the answer? Well, it's not about choosing one over the other. It's all about synergy, combining them to create something way more powerful.
So it becomes pretty obvious, doesn't it? Real, lasting financial well-being isn't an either-or game. It absolutely demands both. You need the intelligence to create the right plan, and you need the behavior to consistently see it through.
When you actually map this out, the path becomes crystal clear. Low intelligence and low behavior, that's a total recipe for failure. Now, what about high behavior but low intelligence? Well, you'll get some results, but they'll be mediocre at best. And here's the real trap. High intelligence with low behavior. That also leads to failure. There is only one quadrant, one single box where real financial success lives. And that's where you combine high intelligence with high behavior. So the takeaway here is actually pretty simple when you think about it. An absolutely amazing blueprint is completely useless without builders. And hardworking builders are just wandering around, directionless, without a solid blueprint to guide them.
So the real question for you isn't just about what you know or what you do, it's about how you bring those two things together. You have access to the blueprint, and you already have the tools. The only question left is, what are you going to build?